Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Crow, part-time YouTuber, full-time misogynist, and I'm not gonna lie, the GeorgeNotFound allegations have made me laugh hysterically probably for the past few days, because all of it is hilarious to me. And I say that as someone who has had family members who have actually been essayed and actually been, R-worded, and as someone who has heard CaitiBuggz' story and can say that I've been in her situation, right? When I was 18, when I was 20, 21, 22, not 19, but like, I even, like, I'm not shy about this. I live in San Francisco. I used to go on dates with girlfriends to gay bars, and I've had dudes grab me in ways that made me feel very uncomfortable. And I don't think I could ever manage to pull out these type of crocodile tears that this girl is doing. But yeah, let's jump into it. So for the past, I want to say, few days, people have been talking about the CaitiBuggz accusations against GeorgeNotFound. And I'm going to say this as carefully as I can so I do not misinterpret CaitiBuggz' story, but I'll put a link to the videos from Angry Thomas, which show her claims against GeorgeNotFound, and then his response as well, because I recommend you guys watch it in full, because it's like a tale of two different fucking realities. I'm not kidding. But CaitiBuggz essentially said that, she was at VidCon, she had been drinking at VidCon, and based on her story, it wasn't like a one-day thing. She was freshly 18 in her own words and was going around with her friends, and they were taking her underage drinking. Then they get invited to go to the hotel room of Dream being this big Minecraft person, whatever I kind of hate him too, just for his existence mostly. And in that hotel room, where she had already been drinking, they pressured her to keep drinking, pressured her to play drinking games. And GeorgeNotFound, who's 26, so clearly a predator, right, is cuddling up to her, making her feel super uncomfortable over the course of like four or 5 hours while her friends are there, not doing anything to stop it. And then George, he placed his hand on like her rib, but underneath the shirt, on the rib, right? Like, dude, I've had my ass grabbed by people I don't want touching my ass. This girl had someone's hand on her rib, and I'm gonna play a little bit of her accusations against GeorgeNotFound. Again. Somebody placed their hand on her rib after she was drinking all throughout the convention and went to go hang out in a dude's hotel room, drunk.
I figured that's just how things were, that was the price I had to pay to be there, that anyone would have loved to be in my position, and that I should have appreciated it.
Holy shit, he's not Harvey fucking Weinstein. He's not Harvey Weinstein. Jesus, I felt pressured. I thought it was the price I had to pay. A hand on my rib. See, this is why I can't take these stories seriously anymore. Like, I really can't. And I gotta show you guys some of the reactions from people, right? But obviously, real quick before that, GeorgeNotFound uploaded his well, I guess he did a stream and then uploaded a video as well, which I found on YouTube, or maybe this was just clipped by this Angry Thomas guy. But in the stream, he shows multiple text messages, right? The claim of being forced into playing the drinking games, well, no, it was Katie's friends who pushed to play those games. The claim of her playing a game on her phone to avoid him because she was super uncomfortable. Well, no, it's actually a game that you play with other people. You take turns on the phone. And then he also showed that they continue to chat and have, casual conversations with each other. And I've heard this idea of, well, oh no, she felt pressured to do that. And I'm like, why? The guy lives in the UK. You could just block him, right? Like you could seriously just block him or just ignore the messages. but you continue to reciprocate. So yeah, listen, you need to watch GeorgeNotFound's entire video, but let's jump into these reactions. These people should be banned from Twitter, perpetuating harm and violence as well as wishing death upon an individual. Horrible people. Yeah, they just straight up started wishing for George to die, be dead. This happened about a year ago, by the way. So Katie is 19 now and he's 27 now. I don't think the ages are all that relevant to this conversation. I mean, if he was like 50, if GeorgeNotFound was 50, I would be like, yeah, okay, that's really weird. But yeah, no. Listen, I know people have like 10-year age gaps in their relationships. And the idea, I'm freshly 18, you're still an adult. Like, I guess we could not treat you like an adult. I guess we could treat you like you're a fucking child. But at that point, I want you off of Twitch, young lady. Like, you should not be making content on Twitch as a child, given the type of content that's on Twitch. All right. This is CaitiBuggz and GeorgeNotFound, by the way. The youngest she could look is 15. The youngest he could look is 23. How could he not know? And even if she was 21, he was still 26 and didn't ask her if she wanted to be touched under the shirt. This is like the most basic interaction between men and women. Like, and don't get me wrong, again, based on her story, okay, they had been on the couch together for like a couple of hours and he made a move, okay? And all like under the shirt. So your shirt like typically will end right around where your waist is. So the rib is about what, like 3 to 4 inches is all he would have to do to be under. I'm just saying, man, this is funny. This is hilarious. I swear. But also this idea, oh, she looks like she's a minor. She's at VidCon and she's been out drinking with a bunch of people, in her own words. Now, there's a contradiction to this story now that I want to bring up, but we've got a couple of more reactions that are just, oh my God, unhinged. Now, Destiny reacted to this situation. Destiny is like a political streamer, but he also talks about, you know, events like this and everything. And he kind of, he had a much more lower testosterone take than I'm giving, I'm sure, right? Where he was like, hey, you know, she's actually lucky. If this is all that happened to her, it should be a story of like, hey, don't be irresponsible. Don't put yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable like this, especially when you're with your friends, right? But you should not go out drinking all day and then go up to a dude's hotel room, right? And this is like basic common sense, right? I get people have infantilized this girl to the point where they give her the agency of a goddamn toddler. But no, listen, I say this to anybody who does not want to put themselves into a very precarious situation, whether or not you're worried about being SA'd, but you're just worried about making a mistake. Do not go drinking and then jump into someone's hotel room at the end of the night to continue drinking and partying with people, right? Because all types of bad things can happen, really bad things. Now, what happened to Katie is an absolute nothing burger, and yeah, I'm gonna die on that hill. Fucking come with me with your I don't even know, what are these little Minecraft nerds do? Like pixels? Come at me with your goddamn pixels, I guess. But yeah, no. So let's. Looks like it's that time again, folks. Destiny fans, you're gonna want to free your hands and turn down the R hentai for this one. Go home. You are not welcome here at all. Destiny sucks, and in return, you suck his cock clean. I suggest you go back to doing that elsewhere. We are not aroused by your humiliation fetish, nor are we interested in your strange obsession with this chronically divorced parasite. Now, listen, I can make fun of Destiny too, but this is all because Destiny covered the CaitiBuggz situation and wasn't bawling in tears and slamming his fist on the table over what an absolute monster this guy who touched someone's rib is. Jesus Christ. Based on what I've seen over the last few months, I have to be frank. You were all ARPists and pedos. If you wish to prove otherwise, rather than continue to brigade this community as if it were your own personal debate club, you could instead try to stop defending Arpist and Peter. Where the hell did the claim that GeorgeNotFound had R-worded this girl go? Like, who even came up with that? Because Katie's own story is like the biggest nothing burger possible, right? And even with the crying and the hysterics and the like, none of that amounted to a claim of being like R-worded, ARPed. You know, like, none of that ever transitioned to that level. So where the hell did that come from, right? I don't know. Apparently there's a hell of a lot more of this, but we have the best reaction, okay? We have the best reaction. And it's the reaction that actually convinced me to do a video on this subject, okay? It was the reaction that got me to do this video. It's from this idiot, and he deleted this tweet, okay? But we still have a small snippet of it, and it is goddamn glorious.
My friends or anybody else as a scapegoat for your fucking sexual abuse is disgusting. It's fucking disgusting, okay? My friend cried in my fucking arms about this, and you're on stream denying it all, denying the fucking hurt that you caused to her. You are disgusting fucking people. You and all of your abuse sympathizer friends, you are all fucking horrible. Seriously, you are so wrong for trying to displace this fucking sexual assault onto anyone but yourselves. You are a 26-year-old man, 27 now, trying to fucking put the blame on 18-year-olds that you don't fucking know. What the fuck is wrong?
God, I really want someone to like clip this shit and turn it into like a remix or something. Cause damn, that would just perfect this like loser's fucking humiliation for me. But yeah, no, listen, this is the type of reaction people are giving to this stuff, and I'm just like, 100%, okay? Because I guess I have to make the statement, right? You shouldn't touch somebody especially if it makes them uncomfortable, right? But no, this idea that, well, you need to ask permission for every single physical interaction is stupid. Okay, one, it's pure brain damage. Sometimes you just need to, make your move. And obviously, if they're uncomfortable, you need to stop and listen. Maybe even apologize because you read the room wrong. Okay, but the idea of putting your arm around someone's waist and having your fingers go up their shirt, I mean, that is like not even going to first base. That's like the warm up. That's the warm up. And these people are like terminally online, right? These little loser Minecraft weirdos who are, still in fucking high school and have no concept of basic relations between men and women. Really, really need to stop outing themselves to the internet. Oh my God, the level of fucking virginhood is just insane. And I say this again, as someone who's had family members who have actually been in actual crisis situations. And I say this as somebody who has been inappropriately touched by people that I didn't want them to touch me. Right? And I didn't like sit there and start shrieking and crying and, oh my God, you took my innocence. Oh, like it's embarrassing. It's straight up embarrassing. But it gets better because now we have an inconsistency in Katie's story. Now we have an inconsistency. We have multiple inconsistencies with Katie's story because GeorgeNotFound in his video showed multiple text messages showing that Katie's story does not actually match reality, right? But now I'm going to play the snippet from Katie's accusations, and then Katie's best friend who was with her, who brought her to the hotel, who claims, well, we weren't drinking at the convention. That's not true. So we've got multiple people lying at this point. Or only one person lying, but definitely Katie is lying.
He asked us who I cannot remember. Once again, I was drunker than the night before and was willing to go anywhere. I was naive, and so we went back. I remember a friend seeing me in the lobby on the way. They were worried by the way I was acting and asked if I was okay. I was really drunk, and it was an eerie feeling, like they could sense something was wrong, and I wonder what would have happened if I had picked up on it, and if I wasn't drunk, and if I didn't wave it off. But I don't want to dwell on the what-ifs.
But then it ended up coming out, and we made a game plan. Let's go back to the hotel. You know, it's totally fine. We went back to the hotel, and that's where it came from. It was a 16-out party. No one drank. People claimed that we came to the hotel having already drank. We didn't. We went back to the hotel, didn't drink, went to their hotel room, and that's when we started to drink.
So yeah, again, Katie's best friend, who I think shares any like blame in whatever happened in her fake fucking trauma, because this is the girl that brought her to the hotel, and according to Katie's story and George's story, Katie's friends left her at the hotel where she was apparently drunk and super uncomfortable and was being preyed upon by this adult, this adult, and she's just this harmless, innocent child. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Oh man. But we are still waiting for Katie to reply to George's video. And yes, I am fully aware George has apologized to Katie after disproving her story. And I'm going to guess that has a lot to do with the mentally deranged Minecraft fans who have been calling for his death, right? But listen, you never apologize in situations like this, because to them, all that did was mean you admitted your guilt. And I've already seen people claiming that George's apology means he took everything back and he admitted that she was a victim of his, and yada yada, blah 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 blah. You don't get to pressure somebody, call for their death, and then turn around when they apologize to get you to stop and say, see, we were right. Like, no, you're just insane. And I mean, he's a pussy, but like, you're insane. Anyways, let's read this. This is prior to George's video coming out, or stream or whatever coming out. We are waiting. Pull whatever you can find. I also have screen recorded everything. I plan on using it to support my case if needed, but please share it on my behalf if you'd like, because we both know what happened. That's why I can sleep at night without scrambling for screenshots to try and twist. That's why you're scared, because me and every other creator knows the truth, and you do too. That's something you have to live with. Yes, I was naive, but I have room to change, to grow up. 8 years exactly, and when I'm your age, I'll be 10 times the person you are. I mean, X to dad, I'm sorry. I had to break it up for a second. You're 18, and you've told the entire internet you have the agency of a goddamn toddler. So in 8 years, you will be of high school maturity and still a goddamn child. Oh my God, I hate these people. I hate all of them. I really do. I hate George. I hate Katie. I hate Katie's best friend who took her out underage drinking. I hate Destiny for some unknown reason. And yes, I hate the Minecraft stans who have been calling for George's death after these bullshit fucking accusations. What's the rest of this? I am not scared of you anymore. Why were you scared? He lives in another country. Why were you scared of him? I've been waiting so long to say this, but you're a fucking coward. Goodbye for now. By the way, Katie has not posted anything to disprove George's messages or debunk George's story the way George like took a hatchet and just chopped hers apart. But that's where we're at right now. And yes, the GeorgeNotFound allegations have made me laugh. Even talking about them makes me laugh almost hysterically. To CaitiBuggz, seriously, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. And since you're probably incapable of doing so, avoid all human contact, right? Seriously, avoid all human contact and interactions. Jesus Christ. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one.